It's the weekend, it's Saturday, and we got a special show and a really good show today. We got a lot of stuff in the stack of stuff. And here we have powerful U.S. bomber that can carry 24 missiles arrives at UK airbase as Trump warns Iran the big one is coming. This is crazy. Check out this ship. Check out this plane. Look at this. Bomber's presence come after the British government initially rejected Trump's administration request to carry out airstrikes from the base. And they turned around and said, okay, we're going to let you do it. We're going to let you do it. Look at this. The B-1 Lancer reaches AFA Fairfield in Gloucestershire, according to the BBC, after it was reported earlier in the week that a fleet of mighty U.S. military aircraft was slated to arrive at the military site at Diego Garcia in the Cargans Islands. Am I even saying that right? The Cargans Islands? What is that? What is that? And this report came out yesterday, y'all. The bomber's presence comes after the British government initially rejected the Trump administration's request to carry out strikes from the base. Prime Minister Keir Starmer later reversed course. Yeah, because they started to get bombed by like Hamas and stuff. And they're like, what? We're on your side. We love Islam. He's all sucking and licking boot to all of them. There's video footage of him all like palsying up with all these Muslims. It's disgusting, I tell you. It is disgusting display. And I think the people want them gone for sure. And look at that. This is B-2 stealth bombers are slated to land at UK Air Base after the British government initially rejected the Trump administration's request to carry out strikes from the base, according to reports. I mean, this was... Like, that thing is amazing, is it not? That is amazing. And now we've got some footage of some fallout. Rubble lies after an Israeli strike on Beirut's southern suburbs on March 7th. So this is today. It says March 7th. I could have sworn the top of the article said it was posted yesterday. Let's see. U.S. fleet. Y'all know I got to get my spot. The U.S. fleet, according to B-2 stealth bombers, was expected to reach the UK in a matter of days, the Telegraph reported Wednesday. Starmer granted permission to use the sites for limited defense purposes after Iran started shooting indiscriminately at allies in the Middle East. The outlet reported on Friday. What a maroon. What a maroon. The U.S. fleet, including B-2 stealth bombers, was expected to reach the U.K. in a matter of days. And look, there's some more destruction. Nicknamed the Bone, the B-1 Lancer is manned by 4 crew members and is the fastest bomber in the U.S. Air Force, according to the BBC. It also boasts advanced radar and GPS systems to hone in on targets, as well as decoy apparatus and electronic jammers. Wow, this is crazy. Carrying the largest conventional payload of both guided and unguided weapons in the Air Force inventory, the multi-mission B-1 is the backbone of America's long-range bomber forces. The Air Force says it's on its website. Look at that. That's just a beautiful plane. We haven't even started hitting them hard, Trump said. The big wave hasn't even happened. The big one is coming. Now, if Trump says that, guys, I want to say, yeah, it's coming. Starmer granted permission to use the sites for limited defense purposes after Iran started shooting indiscriminately at allies in the Middle East. These people are retarded. I think Starmer's going to make the retarded book. It can repeatedly deliver massive quantities of precision and non-precision weapons against any adversary anywhere in the world at any time. Trump threatened Iran on Monday that the big one is coming as he vowed to ramp up strikes on the Islamic Republic, the regime. After war broke out last weekend. We haven't even started hitting them hard, Trump said. The big wave hasn't even happened. The big one is coming. Look at that. Look at that destruction. A plume of smoke rises after a strike on the Iranian capital, Tehran, on March 3rd. Secretary of War Pete Hegseth also said Thursday that firepower over Tehran was about to surge dramatically with the help of the UK bases, the Telegraph reported. When we say more to come, it's more fighter squadrons, it's more capabilities, it's more defense capabilities, and he said, and it's more bomber plus more frequency. And there's another glorious picture. There you go. Isn't that awesome? It's just epic. Meanwhile, Israel military chief Lieutenant General Ayan Zamar said in a televised statement Friday that the joint U.S.-Israeli bombing campaign has additional surprises ahead, which I do not intend to disclose, and I would hope he would not. But he noted the next phase in the war that reached its 7th day would further dismantle the regime and its military capabilities. The B-2 stealth bombers, which targeted Iran's ballistic missile sites at the start of the conflict, cost about $2 billion each and are known as the world's priciest aircraft, Fox News reports. Isn't that, it's amazing. It's amazing. This was updated yesterday. So it was updated, so that's probably why we had some updated pictures. But look at this stuff. This stuff's amazing, guys. It's amazing. He says, we haven't even begun. The big one's coming. And they better believe it. They better believe it. President Trump absolutely brutalizes UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer for just now deciding that he's going to deploy 2 aircraft carriers to the Middle East. Trump says that's okay, Prime Minister Starmer. We don't need them any longer. But we will remember, we don't need people that join wars after we've already won them. So Trump on Truth Social tweets, he tweets the United Kingdom, our once great ally, maybe the greatest of them all. It's finally given serious thought to sending 2 aircraft carriers to the Middle East. But that's okay, Prime Minister Starmer. We don't need them any longer. But we will remember. And we don't need people that join wars after we've already won them. President Donald J. Trump. Yeah. I mean, even his own country, the UK, is just not happy with him at all. Like I said, he just licking boot to the Muslims. All right, we got some jaw-dropping footage captures America's C-RAM systems firing back at a reported drone and missile fire near the U.S. Embassy complex in Baghdad, Iraq. Now, I want y'all to listen to the sound. And it's freaking insane, the sound of this. I mean, it's almost like it's something straight out of a movie. Let's hear it one more time. Listen to this. This is crazy. I mean, when I first heard it, it reminded me of like one of the Godzilla movies, you know, with the update ones, of course. Or just this creepy sound before something evil comes this way, or I don't know, man. And that's for real, too. That was crazy. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Like, what did you think that sounded like? Good Lord. Could you imagine living there? And hearing that, and then looking out on your balcony and seeing these lasers go up, and It's something American. We have never experienced nothing like that in our life. Scooby Gang. I have another clip. It's 14 seconds, but it's crazy. Scooby Gang. I am looking for clues. Says this post accurately highlights the CRAM system's M61 Vulcan cannon firing rate of up to 4,500 rounds per minute, 75 per second, through stated as 72, emphasizing its rapid defense capability against aerial threats like drones and missiles. Let me see. It replies to footage of the system activating near the U.S. Embassy in Baghdad, aligning with the embassy's March 7, 2026 security alert warning of ongoing risks from missiles, drones, and rockets in Iraqi airspace amid Iran-aligned tensions. CRAM adapted from Naval Provolonics CIWS, I don't know what that is, uses radar-guided 20-millimeter rounds to intercept low-flying threats. Peer-reviewed military analysts confirm its effectiveness in 80 to 90% of engagements against rockets and mortars and in conflict zones like Iraq. What is happening? All right, guys, check this out. Oh my gosh, check it out. This is insane. Oh crap. What? One more time. I just realized what it sounds like with the movie with Tom Cruise, War of the Worlds. When they were coming out of the ground and they were moving, you had that noise. That's it. It wasn't Godzilla. I was getting the movies. It was that movie. Any Tom? I know Tom Cruise is a goofball, but he has some great movies, and that one was good. I have to admit, War of the Worlds was good. But that's what it sounded like. That noise right there. That's insane, right? Got a post from Kevin Sorbo, our Hercules guy, and yeah, I sub him, but I can't sub him again. Like if I hit this, guys, I don't know if I've told y'all in the past, you have to pay. I don't have premium and I'm not paying extra. I'm already just following him and I get his feed or whatever. But he's saying cancel your Netflix subscription. And then we have something from our illustrious Supreme Leader Donald J. Trump. Netflix should fire racist Trump deranged Susan Rice immediately or pay the consequences. She's got no talent or skills, purely a political hack. Her power is gone and will never be back. How much is she being paid? And for what? Thank you for your attention to this matter, President Donald J. Trump. Now, y'all know what last week or so we profiled Susan Rice where she was in an interview with some other retard Iranian guy, or I don't know if he was Iranian. I'll take that back. But I guarantee you he's Muslim and he practices Islam, and he's interviewing her. And she's all saying that businesses and other Democrats that fall and bend the knee to Donald Trump, that they're going to pay the price. So yeah, she's retarded. She should make the retarded list. And y'all remember, this is when we stopped doing, when we canceled our Netflix, which was several years ago. It's when this came out. It was called Cuties. We're like, oh man. But then they just went woke too, man. They started making cartoons and things with gay kids in it and all kinds of retarded stuff. So yeah, I'd say cancel Netflix. This person said, breaking news, Netflix is still alive, seeking asylum in the EU. Yeah, because all their crap is just garbage. Garbage, woke garbage. Now, before we watch this little 37-second video, I need to bring you up to speed on what's happening. And I did ask Grok. I used one of my Groks. Southwest Airline Flight 2094 from Nashville to Fort Lauderdale diverted to Atlanta on March 6, 2026 after a passenger shouted bomb threats, including death to America and death to Trump, leading a SWAT removal as shown in the attached video of passengers raising hands in compliance. Officers' reports from Atlanta Police, FBI, and DHS confirmed the security incident in passengers' custody, but provided no details on the individual's identity, ethnicity, or religion, contrasting Loomer's description as an Arabic-looking Muslim passenger. Despite Loomer's claiming of zero media coverage, the event received reports from outlets like People, The Sun, and local Atlanta news within hours, sparking online discussions and aviation safety and policies. So this is the problem. So this is not going to fit the mainstream media's pattern to get this out. Now, I've been on all morning. Now, I'm running late. It's late in the evening, and I'm getting this video out, and we're going to try to plow through the stack of stuff. Hadn't seen anything. I hadn't seen nothing from Fox, nothing from any other outlets. This is from Laura Loomer, and she is, let me see if it's going to pull this up for me. All right, so Laura Loomer, she's an investigative journalist, free spirit founder of Loomered, host of Loomered Unleashed, and former Project Veritas Operation America First. Okay, so, and she posted this on X. You know what else they can't hide? Is everybody's got a cell phone now with a camera on it. So everybody, all these people on this plane, I'm sure maybe there's going to be more people coming out with more cell phone footage. I don't want her telling them hands up, hands down. Target.
Just trying to be discreet.
How are they doing that? So they know who they're getting? Well, the perpetrators are doing that too.
Stand up, let's go. Stand up. Everybody heads down. Stand up. Stand up.
It's down because they don't want to see what's going on. Somebody else is filming. Good for you. Look, he's a Middle Eastern guy. Come on, man. Look at this. Let me see if I can get a better shot of him. Look at that. Come on. Come on. I think, why are we not profiling people? I think we should be. Yeah, didn't we at 9/11? Yeah, don't tell me it's racist. If you're Middle Eastern and you got nothing to worry about, you should be, yeah, go ahead, check me. You know, because I want to make sure everybody's safe. You got nothing to hide. I don't know. Let me know what you think down in the comments section, Scooby Gang. Did a story yesterday. Well, I commented on this, but I did ask Grok, and Grok confirmed it when I mentioned about the Iranians burning mosques. It's true. I wasn't sure if it was, so I didn't put it in the show yesterday. It says, while the West allows more mosques to be built everywhere, the Iranians are fighting back by burning them to the ground. They know where the source of all the trouble is from, and it's the religion, which is an occult. It's more like a governance, cultist type of regime of oppression. But let me turn this down because it's going to be, it's just them talking in another language and you can't hear. But there you go. So the Iranians, they know. They're like, no, we don't want these mosques, and they're burning them down. What do you think America should be doing? Now, I'm not saying we go burn them down. I think we need to close them down and bulldoze them down. Bulldoze them down. Well, of course, with nobody in them. And then deport all of them. Let me know what you think. But there you go, man. They are burning the mosques in Iran. That is amazing. Now, we got political Middle Eastern stuff, and now we're going to throw in some interesting stuff, so we're going to kind of bounce around, and actually this might be a pretty short show. We are pounding through the stack of stuff pretty quick, but I want y'all to listen to this. I want y'all to hear this.
Well, good morning.
Good morning, Matt.
Thank you. So there's a story about a couple from Minnesota, and they were experiencing a very cold and dreary winter, and so they decided, well, why don't we come down to Florida to experience some good weather? And they said, well, why don't we see if we can stay at the hotel where we honeymooned 20 years earlier? So they made the arrangements. The only little hiccup was the fact that they couldn't get on the same flight. And so they agreed that the husband was going to travel down to Florida on Thursday, and then on the next day, on Friday, the wife would follow. And so the husband arrives safely, he goes to the hotel, he checks in, and he decides to send his wife an email, letting her know that he arrived safely. Well, he inadvertently made a very small mistake. He left out a letter in her email address. So this email went to somebody else. Now, the recipient of the email was a woman in Houston, Texas, who earlier that morning had buried her husband.
What?
Her husband was a minister. And in the evening, she said, well, let me check my email because I'm expecting that some friends and family who were not able to attend the funeral might be sending me some words of condolence and encouragement. Well, needless to say, when she opened up the first email, she fainted. And her son ran into the room to discover her. She was okay. But he looked at the computer screen, and this is the email that he found. To my loving wife, I've arrived. I know you're surprised to hear from me. They have computers here now, and you are allowed to send emails to your loved ones. I've just arrived and been checked in. I see that everything has been prepared for your arrival tomorrow. Looking forward to seeing you then. Hope your journey is as uneventful as mine was. P.S. It sure is hot down here.
I guess hence that's why she fainted. Wasn't that cute? Maybe if that's a true story, but it's just messed up. But it was a good story. Liberals trying to figure out which flag to fly this month. So true. So true.
No kings! No kings! No kings! No kings! No kings! No kings!
The next day.
Stop killing dictators! Stop killing dictators! Stop killing dictators! No kings! No!
I mean, it's so predictable, and it's the same people. There's guys on YouTube and on X. Maybe I need to profile one of the guys where they have followed the same people around that have been in different protests all over the country. Like, they're protesters for hire. Good Lord. Now, here we have protesters have erupted at multiple locations across Edinburgh, with crowds marching through the streets waving Scottish and British flags. Chants of "Sink the boats" echoing through Edinburgh tonight. The Scots are demanding the removal of all illegal immigrants. I mean, we don't need to get to this point. We should just take heed from them, and we need to get these people out. And look at this. This is insane. This is insane that these people, look what they're doing. They're like, man, we want it. We want them gone. We want them gone. Saying sink the boats. Wow, that's crazy. Look at this. Unite the Clans rally March 23rd, 21st, at noon. Holyrood, Eldenbrook. Time for them to hear the people's voice. Wow. Let's go. I'm rooting for them. What do y'all think? The unholy alliance, the left, and Islam are hand in hand. That's scary. Woke and Islam, but let's say Islam does win and take hold. Guess what? You woke people, you're going to be thrown off a cliff. They're not going to need you no more. They're not going to want gay crap. They're not going to want drinking. There's not going to be no bars. There's going to be none of that. None of that, according to Islamic teachings and what they follow. There's not going to be no bars. There's none of this. None of it. No drinking. No carrying on. No you dressing up like a woman. All this nonsense. These people are retarded. This is awesome. Could this be triggered for a larger scale European reconquest? Now, there's music in this, so I can't play it. I don't know if I'd get copy striked against it, y'all, so. This is awesome. A whole new crusade. Why do you think we did the crusades in the first place? And here we forget everything, right? Look how quick we forgot about 9/11. Wow, this is insane. We got the English, Scottish, Irish, Wales, Canada, USA, Australia. Arise, men of the West. Take your rightful place. Straight down.
Hold your ground! Hold your ground! Sons of England, of Scotland, of Ireland and Wales, my brothers! I see in your eyes the same despair that would take the heart of me. A day may come when the courage of Britain fails, when we forsake our culture and break all bonds of heritage. But it is not this day, an hour of subjugation and fractured communities, when our civilization comes crashing down. But it is not this day. This day we fight. By all that you hold dear on this good earth, I bid you stand, men of the West!
Pretty cool, right? Can't show too much of that. There it is. Freedom! That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I don't want to get copyright strike because YouTube is real funny about that.
For presenting yourselves on this battlefield, I give you thanks. This is our army. To join it, you give homage. I give homage to Scotland.
There we go. There we go. It's William Wallace. If you haven't watched Braveheart, I highly recommend you go watch it. It is epic. And it's a very long movie. Get you snacks, have dinner, get your popcorn, get your candy, whatever you want, get your beverage on, get bunkered in, and you're in for a real treat. Let's see. Tim Anderson just posted this. Says he's an attorney. And Virginia, this is for you. Now, y'all know why Rochelle, why you talk about Virginia. Virginia's my hometown, my home place. I was born and raised in Virginia. Right there along the East Coast. So, yeah, I mean, I still have family and friends out there. SB 727 just passed the General Assembly and is now headed to the governor. A bill to prohibit transporting AR-15s. The substitute passed on SB 725 removes the word loaded. That means the prohibition of now applies to any qualifying firearm. Loaded or unloaded on any public street, road, or sidewalk or place open to the public. Wow. And what does this mean? Under the plain text of this bill, a law-abiding Virginia driving to a gun range with an unloaded AR-15 in their car could be committing a Class 1 misdemeanor. This bill doesn't target criminals. Do they ever? Do these stupid bills ever? It criminalizes ordinary gun owners. Democrats passed not one bill to penalize criminals who misuse firearms. They never do. Have now locked in on telling Virginians that if they simply put the AR-15 in the car to go target shooting, they will go to jail for up to 1 year. This is the first test the governor that's going to show us who she really is. Oh, what a disgrace. And here's the bill. Let me see. Maybe I could pull it up. I'm not going to be able to read this. I can't see it, but I want y'all to see it. Senate Bill number 727, amended in the natural of substitute, proposed by the House Committee on Public Safety on February 27, 2026. So y'all need to go look up that, you people in Virginia. All right, we've got Press Secretary Caroline Levitt delivers a strong blow to fake news. Democrats intend to provide taxpayer-funded health care benefits to illegal aliens. Weren't they all telling us no? No. All of them on the Senate floor. Chuck U. Schumer. No, we're not. Jeffries. Hakeem. No, the illegals aren't getting benefits. No. Legal migrants have permission to enter and reside in our country, often through visas or permanent residency, while illegal migrants have entered without authorization or overstayed their visas, making their presence unlawful. This distinction affects their rights, access to services, and vulnerability to deportation. And here she is, and she's going to go after them. She's going to go after them.
Are you denying that Medicaid money has never gone to illegal aliens in the United States of America?
I'm asking you if you can explain the disconnect in the message.
I most certainly can. The Democrats' proposal, their continuing resolution, let me just reiterate, the Republicans' continuing resolution was a clean continuing resolution. There was no partisan politics injected into it. There were no conservative wish lists injected to it. What the Republicans want, and still want to this very second, is a clean continuing resolution to fund the United States government. What did the Democrats want in their continuing resolution? They inserted a provision to undo a provision in the Working Families Tax Cut, the One Big Beautiful Bill, that ended taxpayer-funded health care illegal benefits for illegal aliens. Democrats' proposal would require Medicaid to pay more for emergency care provided to illegal aliens than Medicaid does for American patients who are disabled, elderly, or children. And this bill would have also allowed California to continue a gimmick that funds its Medicaid for illegals program. Those are things that we ended, the Trump administration ended, with the passage and the signage of the One Big Beautiful Bill. And it is an undisputed fact that under the Biden administration, illegal aliens were absolutely receiving taxpayer-funded health care benefits. In fact, in fiscal year 2024, Medicaid costs for emergency services for illegal immigrants skyrocketed by 142% from the previous year to $9.1 billion. That's $9.1 billion taxpayer dollars that were going to emergency services for illegals. Between President Trump's last full fiscal year under his first administration and Joe Biden's last full fiscal year, Medicaid spending on emergency services for illegal immigrants nearly tripled. There was an increase of 196% between 2020 and 2024. And I have a chart here for you, and I'm more than happy to email it to you. I'd also like to add, because some were asking dishonest questions yesterday about emergency rooms. In Southern California, according to healthcare professionals in 2023, under the Biden administration, Southern California's, quote, entire healthcare system was being bombarded with illegal immigrants and forcing American patients to endure longer wait times. In Denver, Colorado, the CEO of Denver Health stated that 8,000 illegal immigrants made 20,000 visits to the city's health system in 2023, leaving an uncompensated bill totaling over $10 million. So when an illegal alien goes to the emergency room, who's paying for it? The American taxpayer. The Maine Safety Net Hospital in Denver had to turn away patients due to the massive influx of illegal immigrants into the community, and UC Health Hospitals in 2024 reported their system was under stress from an increasing number of migrants. As a result, according to the head of emergency departments and urgent cares across the hospital system, quote, access is impeded for everyone. These are healthcare professionals who dealt with this directly, and there's a lot more where that came from. It is an undisputed fact that Democrats want to give taxpayer-funded health care benefits to illegal immigrants.
Mm-hmm.
Are you denying?
It's an undisputed fact. All right, Scooby Gang, let's go to the comment section. Do y'all like it when I flash the Scooby Gang picture up? Let me know what you think in the comment section. This is saying that y'all can try to go figure out the math. He's suggesting that the shutdown cost us $1.8 billion. The court case on the law Trump used to apply tariffs that stopped and prevented wars and leveled the trade field cost us $150 billion. Democrats added $150 billion in port and foreign funding. So this year alone, Democrats has costed us $318 billion. Now, I did see that Costco, Amazon, some smaller businesses, and there was one other, forgive me, I've forgotten, I know, and I didn't put it in the stack of stuff, are suing, they're wanting Trump, the administration, the government of the United States, because of the ruling from SCOTUS, that they want all this money back with interest from the tariffs. Yep. These companies aren't for America, guys. They are not. And I said it. They are not. Cat said did repost this, and this is an older clip, but this is hilarious. Gad says terrible. The U.S. should convert to Islam to make up for this horrible act of Islamophobia. So this is a Islamic Muslim man cries because a based American ate a bacon sandwich outside a mosque in Florida. What advice do you have for this guy?
We look up to see them taunting us in our faces with bacon.
What the hell? For real, guy? Oh my
I had
God.
to relive the whole thing again. We look up.
What? So, let me get this straight. He's a snowflake Muslim? Should I come up with a new name and coin a new phrase? Let me know in the comments. What do you think? Snowflake Muslim? Islam flakes? What? It's like, you're crying? There's no crying at baseball. Let me know if anybody knows where that reference came from. There's no crying in baseball. Are you crying? What movie? We got another Caliphate, but this one's Caliphate Freedom in My Hair. Now, I did have to speed it up a little bit because I didn't want to get flagged for the music. But now, at the beginning of it, there are going to be speaking, I guess, Arabic or whatever they're speaking. I'm going to get a little smaller here so y'all can see more of the show. But then it's going to be in English, so just bear with it, and let's roll the tape.
آزادی از موهایم آغاز می شود آزادی از موهایم آغاز می شود They said it's for heaven They said it's for love Pulled the fabric tighter Called that grace from above My scalp learned their scripture Every strand in a cage
So y'all can read the lyrics.
You learn to walk smaller Just to live through the day If you use your faith to make women suffer hell Maybe you invented God to force us under your spell
Wow.
This is my crown, not your chain Not your rumor, not your shame You built a prison, called it prayer But I was born for freedom in my head
The lyrics are really good.
For freedom in my head yeah. Your rules in a whisper Your hands in a fist Dress codes like barbed wire On a printed list You talk about modest Like it's carved in stone Funny how your scripture Your modesty alone.
Who?
If you use your faith to make women suffer hell, maybe you invented God to force us under your spell. This is my crown, not your chain, not your rumor, not your shame. You built a prison, called it prayer, but I was born for freedom in my hair. For freedom in my hair.
It's probably the chorus. That's what I'm assuming. She's singing the chorus in that language.
آزادی از موهایم آغاز می شد آزادی از موهایم آغاز می شد If you use your faith to make women suffer hell Maybe you invented God to force us under your spell This is my crown, not your chain, not your rumor, not your shame You built a prison, I cut the air, watch me walk In freedom with my head In freedom with my head I'm not your shame, I'm not your fear I'm only my the freedom in my head. Watch me with freedom in my head.
That was really good. Wow. That was awesome. Wow. What'd y'all think of that? Well, I thought the lyrics were great. This is from Kelly J. Let me bring this in. Kelly J. Keene. But on the video, let's bring this over, is LWS. I can't hardly see that. Maybe y'all can. My eyes suck. Let's see the Poise pair? Partner? Whatever. Just go to Kelly J. Keene, my bad. Yeah, I'm retarded. There's other videos. Yeah, not just this one. There's a couple of other ones that I chose to do this one. Now, maybe we could do one on Monday, do another one. Maybe we can do that, but let me know what you think. I thought the music was great. Now, I did speed it up, but even with it sped up a little bit, it still sounded amazing. Switching up here, Iran is winning the war. What? Iran's winning the war? They just released a video of the Air Force shooting down a U.S. fighter. What is happening? Oh, man. Look, you gotta love AI. AI is amazing. And it's been so much fun seeing these videos. Look at that. It's so stupid. That's epic. Look, somebody had to post this. And then somebody else went, ah ha ha, no crap. I mean, seriously? I mean, there's no such thing as a flying carpet, or is there? It's just, this video is AI generated, does not show a real event. No U.S. fighter jet has been shot down by Iran. No U.S. has been shot down by an Iranian flying on a magic carpet. No. It's hilarious. And this guy wrote, look what he said, no crap. It's so stupid. Look at this. It says, what happened to them? Mom, what happened to them? We came and outnumbered them. They were too scared to be called racist. And we just took over. And look at the signs behind them. Diversity is strength. We've been lied to this whole time, y'all. I just liked this meme. I thought, wow, that's crazy. Looks like something you'd see in the Twilight Zone. You're just plowing through the stack of stuff. This person, Allah Islam Quran, is who posted this on X. So he says, Abraham worshipped this way, Genesis 7:3. Moses worshipped this way, Exodus 34:8. Jesus worshipped this way, Matthew 26:39. And Muslims worship this way, Quran 2, I think that says 2:13, I don't know, whatever, who cares. But then my guy David Wood pops in and he's like, he says, I still can't believe they keep giving the same reference, Matthew 26:39, for Jesus praying like Muslims. Because the verse quotes what Jesus said. And Jesus says, my Father, because Jesus is the Son. Do Muslims address Allah as my Father? Absolutely not. Did Jesus pray like a Muslim? Absolutely not. Why do they always lie for their religion? I don't know, David. But thank you for pointing it out to us, because they keep posting stuff like this. And I tell you what, David catches them, man. He catches them and then he nails them with their own scripture, with their own book. You mustn't read from the book. What movie is that from? I know, I'm a nerd. No, you mustn't read from the book. Tell me, what movie was that line from? We're just going to read it. We're not going to watch the video from Fox. But here we have an outstanding citizen. It turns out the illegal in Pennsylvania that got caught voting in 5 of our presidential elections committed more crimes. She lived in America for 20 years illegally, casting fraudulent ballots. She stole $259,000 in Section 8 rental assistant benefits, stole $100,000 in Social Security benefits, stole $43,000 in SNAP food stamp benefits, and a rough total of $400,000 just in federal benefits stolen from the taxpayers just from this one illegal. There you go. Now, think of all the hundreds of thousands of them that are the Somalians that are in Minnesota. 75% of them, 80% of them are on welfare, can't speak English, been here over a decade. They need to go bye-bye. Let me know what you think. But she's been busted. And looks like Fox News covered it. But there you go. And then basically the headline is, Pass the SAVE Act, for Pete's sake. It's more like Pass Save America Act. I want y'all to see Elon Musk tweeted this. And it says, Claude is woke, and their logo looks like an anal sphincter. Now, I guess Claude is like Grok or ChatGPT. Anthropes Claude says Charlie Kirk wasn't a good person, but convicted criminal George Floyd was. Claude is woke. Now, I think it just goes by programming. Now, if they program it to go through all archives and gather up information, not just program it to go to one-sided of information. Do you understand what I'm saying? So apparently it was asked, was Charlie Cook a good person, yes or no? And of course it says no. Was George Floyd a good person? And it said yes. And I want y'all to look at there's the insignia here, which Elon Musk says looks like a sphincter. Just this post alone had 10 million views, by the way. So I don't know if it's been too much time in the past, if maybe there's more young people coming up that don't know who George Floyd was. And here we have where they say their hero is a career criminal dead from a drug overdose. 30 people killed, 2,000 plus people injured, 10,000 plus rioters protested, 140 cities burned, was affected. Man of God dead for speaking the truth. 0 people killed, 0 people injured, 0 riots protested, and 0 cities burned and affected. But I think they should have added something else to that, where they should have had the number of how TPUSA has grown and more people have come to Christ. But there you go. There's the left's hero. There's the left's hero, which they made a statue of him, a bust of him. And they also named a football field or some kind of ball field at one of the black schools. And gosh, I need to look up where it was, because I was like, good God. The person that it was named after was actually an American hero to black people, that they named the school football field after this individual. And I think it had been that black man's name. And God, forgive me for forgetting the name. I didn't even realize I was going to think of this when I pulled up this pic. But they renamed the football field after this idiot. After him. Gosh, what is wrong with these people? All right, guys, we're almost done with the stack of stuff. It says Coach Tommy Tuberville, United States Senator for the great state of Alabama. And he also follows Stephen Miller and Elon Musk. But guess what? He's posted this weekend millions of people in Alabama and across the country will lose an hour of sleep. This should be the last time we change our clocks. Lock the clock and let's make daylight savings time year round. So they're wanting to propose a bill. Gosh, did I knock stuff out? I'm knocking stuff out. I'm having technical difficulties. Okie dokie. Y'all never knew I left. See, look, this can come apart, right? Because this is an extension and a volume control. Mission control. Ground control to Major Tom. But anyway, let me know what you think in the comments section below, Scooby Gang. Should we lock the clock when we spring forward? When we spring forward tonight, and daylight savings time stays daylight savings times for here on. Let me know what you think. And this guy in Alabama wants to propose a bill to stop it. It started in World War I, and we did it, and then boom, it just never went away. It stuck, didn't it? I kind of wanted just to pick one. But probably now, because in this video, he's talking, you can look him up on X. It's Coach Tommy Tuberville. Let me bring this down so you can see him. Well, let's do that. Oh, wrong side. I'm retarded. So there you go. You could check him out at Senate Tuberville on X. And so basically, he's giving you a little bit of a history of when it started. And he was saying that it'd be better for everybody with more, and we might be even healthier psychologically, probably, with more daylight. So there you go. There you have it. How many Tombstone fans do we have out there? He said, oh, you're the drunk singer. He said, you couldn't shoot nothing. He said, I got 2 hands. He said, you probably see it double. He said, I got 1 for each of you. Oh, the many great lines of Doc Holliday in Tombstone is just epic. Here we go.
I didn't think you had it in you.
I'm your huckleberry.
You look like somebody just walked over your grave. We started a game we never got to finish. Play for blood, remember?
I was just fooling about.
I wasn't.
All right, Lunger.
Say when.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah, I even bought that movie. It is so epic. He said, why, Johnny Ringo? It looks like somebody just walked over your grave. Well, somebody did this and put them in there, and I just thought it was excellent. How about when he's playing poker? And then Ike says, because Doc Holliday kept winning. He said, what is that? What is that, 12 hands in a row? Ain't nobody that lucky. And what does Doc Holliday say to him? Why, I know. He said, poker just ain't your game. Maybe we should have a new game. I know. Let's have a spelling contest. Epic movie. I recommend you go see that as well. Yes, I'm a nerd. Apparently, we have a confirmation of New York City PD confirmed a possible bomb was thrown at an anti-Israel protester by multiple Muslim men in New York. Oh, it's a matter of time, ladies and gentlemen. Two Muslims, good Lord, have been arrested for throwing the fused device filled with nuts and bolts. We don't need these people here. Islam is incapable and incompatible with America. This is crazy. This is crazy, guys. Happening in New York. This is saying pro Ayatollah sympathizers of Islamic Republic of Iran are gathered outside the White House chanting Allah Akbar over loudspeakers. This person saying we need ICE outside of the White House to round these menacing Muslim terrorists up and deport them. Wow, this is insane, y'all. Look at this. Wow. You know, if they were in these other countries, they'd all be killed. Did you ever stop and think about that? All those people that protested in Iran were murdered, like 32,000 of them were murdered because they protested. And look at these idiots, these morons. I literally had to look this up with Grok to make sure it wasn't some BS. It's saying Union Jack and St. George's Cross labeled tools of hate by UK government. Now, apparently, there was some leaked government, because I had asked Grok, but we're not going to pull up what Grok said. I'm just going to tell you what Grok said. Pretty much, Grok said it was some leaked information that got out that the government was thinking about. The UK government document focusing on social coercion has banned the Union flag and the England flag as tools of hate. Wow. Do you think we're ever going to cross that bridge for them to tell us we can't fly the American flag? No, they want to fly gay flags and Palestinian flags, every flag but the American flag. This guy here, I don't know what they need to do with him, man. They need to kick him out. Boy, he better have... I'm telling you what, the people are going to be awful mad at him. And they already are. Somebody posted America's biggest failures in one photo. Good Lord. So you got Biden, his wife, Obama, Clinton, Hillary, Kamala. Where's his wife? Or his husband, Michael? He's not in the picture. Wow, that's crazy. But I tell you what, I don't know. I didn't want to listen to it. I started to. And I was like, ugh. And I didn't even want to put it in the stack of stuff. But you had Biden and Kamala and Obama get up and make a political spectacle out of Jesse Jackson's funeral. And I think a few days ago, his family had come out and made a post saying, hey, leave your politics at the door. This is a celebration of his life. Nope, they couldn't resist. And they did it. Now, y'all can go Google it and research it. You could probably find it on, obviously, you'll find it on X and you'll find it on YouTube. But I just didn't, I heard a little bit of Obama talking. I was like, good Lord, I can't hear anymore. Because he's just bashing Trump, bashing everything because they want to transform America. They don't want America to be America anymore. This should be played every day.
If you agree with this statement, then stand up and show your support. The first duty of the American government is to protect American citizens, not illegal aliens. These people are crazy.
Wow. That's amazing.
Hello there, my name's John. I'm calling from your local Labour Party.
Labour can fuck off. Labour, fuck this country right up. Fuck off, go on, fuck off. Fucking Labour, all they've done to this country, all they're for is fucking Muslims and all this shit. That's all they want in this country. This country's fucked. You fucking lot, go on, fuck off. Fucking Labour scum.
Hello there, my name's...
Hey, that was OP, man. All right, and here we go. We're going to end the show with Andrew Williams. Black women like this are the problem. Why do black women act like this? He's going to tell us.
Nigga bitches are out of control.
Hey.
Give me my cross, bitch. Give me my...
A lot of illegal gorilla shit's going on in this video. I swear, black woman's favorite word is bitch. Bitch, bitch, motherfucker, bitch. This is exactly why people don't like being around black women. This is the type of behavior that you glorify and condone amongst yourselves. This is why we need more black men to slap this shit out of them when they start acting like this. You are viewed as angry and aggressive for a reason. Not because of racism, because of reality. It's pattern recognition. When you act and behave like this, don't be surprised when people don't want to fucking deal with you. Could you imagine dealing with this shit for $15 an hour? Nigga, please. Do better, nigga bitches. Nigga bitches are out of control.
Wow.
Jasmine Crockett is proof people are tired of niggas.
So that's my news, is that we're not going to have election results tonight, in my opinion. Fortunately, this is what Republicans like to do. So they specifically targeted Dallas County, and I think we all know why.
Of course, this fucking hairhead is gonna blame it on racism. What the fuck did this bitch even run on? I'm black and I'm ghetto, vote for me? And mind you, this was a Democratic primary. It has nothing to do with fucking Republicans. You didn't lose, bitch, because you're black. Your ghetto wannabe ass lost because people don't want to deal with nigga shit. You act like a nigga in Congress and they damn sure don't want to put you in the Senate acting like a nigga. This nigga bitch came from a good home with good parents, a good upbringing. Instead of carrying herself like a respectable black woman, her entire career was her being a fucking loudmouth whore and a wide-mouth nigga. Her simple ass decided to appeal to niggas who don't vote and don't give a fuck about her. And now she's paid a wonderful price. This should be a lesson to anyone black running for office. Do better, niggas.
Oh, snap. Well, as much as I like him, a lot of his videos, he's against Trump. He's against the war. He thinks it's crazy that Trump is, he thinks Trump's just going to war just to protect Jews and things like that. But that's okay. He has a right to his political opinion. I ain't mad about it. Let's see. Maybe you could say, he says, what is here? Let me see. Let me get this big so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. Like he says, what the F even is the presidency anymore? Trump says Congress has become anti-Semitic and isn't serving the Jewish lobby well enough. I agree. I mean, it seems like they're just wanting to serve Muslims and the illegals. So, yeah. But anyway, Andrew Wilson, he has a right to his opinion, and that's fine. But I'll still come to his channel and watch his funny stuff like we had just watched. But anyway, thank you for joining me on this special Saturday show, and I hope everyone has the rest of a wonderful weekend. And tomorrow, don't forget to spring forward with your clocks, and hopefully they can pass a bill and we can stop doing this. I know my cat, it drives her crazy for a few months, and then when she gets back on track and gets her system back on, boom, we've got to fill the clock because she knows when it's time for her to eat because we keep her on a schedule. We keep the cat on a schedule. She eats at a certain time in the morning and a certain time in late evening, late afternoon, mid-evening. And then maybe she'll get some few little snacks throughout the day because, man, she just eats it so fast she wants to throw up. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. But anyway, it drives my cat crazy. And it drives me crazy. So I think we could use more daylight, and let's keep it that way. I mean, I think that's what we should do. But anyway, let me know what you think down in the comment section. And like, share, subscribe, because what is there not to like? And the learning never stops every day. No matter how old you are, the learning never stops. And always remember, try not to be